He up and coming, man. If y'all got a chance, subscribe to him, man. Positive energy.
What up? What up? What up? What up with it? It's your man's in them. PE to the PE. Positive energy. AKA Bud. AKA HI. AKA Pep A Spliff. Peace. Positive energy assures constant elevation. Because I'm constantly elevating over here. Shout out to everybody at the Plug Game. My man Phone Jones. Willie Bean. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Mondo Ray Moore, been holding me down since day one. Shout out to Beast Mode. Everybody doing what they doing, moving and grooving. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody at the TRBRC doing their thing. You know, it is what it is. Uh, no, Niners. I'm here to talk a little bit about my Niners. I'm a lead with how they took another loss this weekend. They lost to the Falcons on a last second play. Another last second play that they lose the game on, basically by a point. The final score was 29-22, but it was really 23-22. They scored on the kickoff and they throwing it around and it fumbled in the end zone to give them the final margin of victory. But it was really a 1 point game. They lost 3 points basically by the total of a touchdown. Not worried about it. Good game for Julio. It was his first game with touchdowns in 10 weeks. He did what he did. Shout out to them. We were missing some key pieces, 2 or 3 people from our secondary. Sherman didn't play. Jaquaski Start didn't play. I don't think D Ford didn't play. Neither here nor there. Even when we banged up and as Union, not at full strength, we still go out there and give a good game. So I'm not worried about what's going on. I always thought it was gonna come down to the last game of the season against not always, but it's been shaping up for the last few weeks that it's gonna come down to who wins the Seattle game. Last game of the season, probably gonna be either for the first seed or to the fifth seed. That's when that will matter. Until then, as long as both teams win this week, we'll get. But what I want to talk to y'all about is the striking similarities of this year's Niners offense and team, the way it's built, and basically almost the team, but more specifically the offense, as opposed to the glory days of what the Niners were built upon. Now, the 49ers have always been known for their offense. But even in their championship teams, they always had a real good, underrated, and aggressive defense. Even when they went to the Super Bowl against the Ravens recently. I don't want to, I can't remember the exact year, a few years ago. Neither here nor there. But their offense in their heyday, the glorified offense, it wasn't using a whole bunch. Everybody think the 49ers area without the West Coast offense would spread them out and all that, but it really wasn't. It was a offense built on being multiple. And basically what I mean by that is you got a couple key positions that can do multiple things, such as the tight ends who can block and receiver, and the fullback who can block and catch the ball. Not block and receiver, I meant to say block and catch. So the offense back in the day was built around superstar quarterback, whether it was Young or Montana. You had two wide receivers. This is when our offense was at its best. You had the superstar in Rice the complimentary player, and John Taylor, you always had a tight end, whether it started off with Russ Francis, then it went to Brent Jones, who was real reliable down the middle, and you always had a pass catching running back and fullback. Usually the best fullback in the game started with Rathman, moved on to fucking bar none, William Floyd. You had the ability to line up in base personnel, 22, 20, uh, two, two running backs, two receivers. Okay. What I mean by that, you can come in an I formation and you can look like you're running and be a very efficient run team because you have lead blockers in the fullback and you got a tight end who can block and you got two outside weapons that could catch. Now, the subtle difference is the superstar was out wide with Jerry Rice back then. Now the superstar is at the tight end position in George Kittle, but you still have the same makeup of the same thing. You got Emmanuel Sanders, and once they got Emmanuel Sanders, that's what made this offense click like it is. And that's because you got Emmanuel Sanders on one side, Debo Emmanuel Sanders, and then Debo Samuel on the other side. The rookie who's coming in and doing what he's doing. And then you got the superstar tight end in the middle, okay, which is Kittle. And then you got probably the best fullback in the league who could catch and block and juice check. And then you got a multitude of running backs who all can catch and run. Three, four different backs you can throw out there and put in there. And it's the similarity, but the superstar ain't in Jimmy G. Once Jimmy G ascends and takes the next step to be more mobile, because that's I think his biggest thing right now is his mobility and his ball security when it comes to like fumbles and taking risky chances. So once he, improved in those things that can be worked on, you know what I'm saying? So once he improve in those areas, the offense is gonna be clicking even more. And as you seen in the shootout against the Saints where we put up 48, you know what I'm saying? And he outdo Drew Brees that, this is what the offense is capable of. So just wanted to let you know our offense is constructed the same way it's always been constructed. Even when we had Kaepernick, we had the running game with Frank Gore, the tight end Vernon Davis. We had the outside receivers with Crabtree and Bolton. And you know what I'm saying? And the fullback game was in there. I forget who was the fullback, but I don't know. That might have been the only time when we didn't have the best fullback in the game, but it was still the same principles. You know what I'm saying? And we want to when we was at our best, we had the two tight end set with Delaney Walker, and he played the hybrid fullback extra tight end role, and that's when we was grooving and grooving. So that's how we built. That's how we run our offense. Just letting y'all know. That's how what I'm saying. Pointing that out for those who wanted to know. That's what I wanted to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here to do. So it's your boy, it's your man. It's GODPE to the PE, positive energy. We'll have some peace, but we can't have peace till we come together as one. One love.
All about the positive energy in the culture and pushing the culture forward in a positive direction. All about the positive energy in the culture and pushing the culture forward in a positive direction.